Damn. Nice, I got a fancy navigator's dagger. My inefficient hooking. An ocean cloud. Whoa. Is that a new one? It isn't, but we can use it to mooch. That's honestly what I'm mostly excited for. Excited for. Gamer. Blocktopus is a new one. That's genuinely new. Look at that. We just need a few more and then we're done with this area. Phasing a memory lines of it so. Ski River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Yeah, I've got to take care of me. A rothless oyster. That's not new. Oh, here we go, chum. Not much else I can do. Okay. Oh, I see. Is that what I gotta use instead of real? Well, I guess I'll never know because I used the wrong button. Arbor airing is not new. I thought it was. Hold on. I think we got something good here. There we go. Wow. Oh, that's not new. Okay, I thought it was. I genuinely thought that was new. Wow, look at that. Another Navigator's Dagger. You think the Navigator's Dagger is the one I could have used a mooch with, but I guess not. I wonder if the saltwater boily is boily. is better than my other shit. Tiger cod. Bow, 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 bow. Sorry. Another navigator's dagger. Let's let them all out. I don't know what that did for me. I fell asleep on me. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. That's a new fish, I think. It is, we just need to find the weird special condition one. Who knows, maybe this is the one we'll get. Wow, would you look at that? It's a Moraby flounder. Or we're going to ignore this area for now. I want to see if there's any new fishing areas over here to the west. Is there like a big annoying bridge? Yeah, there it is. Ocean's Embrace. I thought this was gonna be like, I thought this was gonna be World of Warcraft fishing. I'm not gonna lie. I was so ready to start clicking on the bobber, the bobbin. New fishing spot discovered. Wow, Morby Bay. It's the same shit as this other one. Oh. We're gonna go. That's unspoiled territory to fish on. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert, bare man. Breathe the mountain air, man. I've been everywhere. Let's take a look here. Oh, there we go. This is a new spot, I think. Not really. Where else can I go? I don't want to try fighting for the rare fish, the special fish in this area. So I'm not really going to bother with it. The Salt Strand is new, I think. Can I stay here? No. Bro, I had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Oh, shit. I don't think this is a... Oh, this is one I genuinely don't have a lot of. Hold on. I'm getting excited by the prospect of coming to this new area and fishing. Because there's new fish here. Take a look at that. We have almost none of this fish. Wow, the helmet crab. 9 Ims. I don't think anyone from IFC is awake at this hour. It was most unfortunate. Wow, the bite. I put on country music as a bit, but I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to listen to. Yeah, especially when I accidentally skip the song. I love El Paso. The Breaking Bad song. The song was in Breaking Bad. They broke bad. American girl with a Mexican girl. In Rose's Cantina, music would play and Fanita would whirl. I don't think it's probably like a safe assumption to assume that everything that is special, I need to go try to find out in the rain, at least. Looks like we might just be having clear skies for the longest while, though. With wicked Vanina, the girl that I love. Actually, I went fishing earlier with my little sister. It was fun. It was alright. She caught, I think she caught 2 fish. If she caught one, it was while I wasn't looking. But the other one I saw, I took her picture for her while she caught that fish, or when she caught that fish. It was I believe a pike. It was a long little motherfucker that was shaped like a needle. Not shaped like a needle, but it was just a long fish. It wasn't large. Or sorry, it was relatively large. Probably could have survived off of an entire day with just that one fish. Me personally. All I needed some grass and dandelions, and I'd be set for the whole day. Wow. The razor clam. Oh, I gotta use patience. Do I have snagging? I do have snagging. There you go, chum. You've been gnomed. Sorry, I don't know why. Every single time that I think of or hear about chum, I immediately think of the gnome video. The fish gets away. Fuck, dude. This is what I get for using chum. Is patience... Do I have patience up? Hold on. Is this patience? Is that what is that what that is? Something bites. Get over here. The sea bow. The fact that it's called a sea bow weirdly upsets me. Because that makes the implication that Choco is bird and bow is the root for horse. If it's a sea bow. The fish gets away. Fuck. Why even use powerful hook set? Why do I even use that? Oh, I see. I have to use the specific one on each of the ones. It's been a minute. I got the pebble crab. What does Angler's Art do for me? Wow, I got a razor clam. I got $1,000 just for fishing. Well, it was this way in real life. How much more fish do I need over here? Need two more. One of them is a special one that I don't know if I'll be able to get. Fuck. That doesn't matter. Wow. Blowfish. A hardly no fish. Ugh. Brother. Helmet crab. I'm not really getting lucky with this plan to get new fish. There you go, this should be exciting. Wow. It's the same shit I've been using. Hold on. What if I do this? Where's my mooch? Why can't I mooch? I can't mooch. Fuck. What was even the point? How much do I want to stay here to try to get these last two fish? About cooking something up with me. You gotta admit, this is probably the hardest any Final Fantasy XIV stream has ever gone. I can't think of a single more exciting thing that could possibly ever be going on in Final Fantasy XIV other than hanging out at the bay and fishing with the chums. I gotta fix up my fishing outfit. I'm not sure if I'm fucking with the outfit that I currently have going on. I was back saving all your time for me. What an idiot. Ah, shit. If I can't get it off of this patience, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to gather more. I need to get more jewelry to add onto my GP meter. That's not a new fish. We're literally out of patience. Alright, we're gonna move to a new spot. I want to figure out what all the fishing spots here on the map is. Well, hold on. This is a new spot over here. Down here to the south. I think there's a spot for God's Grip that we can go. Like over here. How do I get on this? How do I get this shot off my screen? Okay, there we go. Oh. New stream idea. I play Five Finger Fillet while we do fishing stream. Just kidding. What's the spot? Oh, we only need one new fish. Time restrictions? Yes. Brother. Oh, we're not gonna fuck around with it. Let's get out of here. Let's go over here to the God's Grip and see if we can fish over there. I don't think we can. Hold on, can I fish in this? Oh my god, I can. Okay, hold on. Alright. Watch out. My presence says upset the dodos. They're ruffled. I don't think that the crowfly would actually give me anything here. These are new fish. Oh my god, there's so many here. Well, time to fish. Okay, hold on. Let's put some different music on so we're not listening to Kroners the whole night. Runers. I'm gonna try something new. I'm trying to figure out where this thing is. Hold on. Oh, I see. It's this. Can I copy this? There we go. This is gonna be the new thing. This is gonna be the new play. Hello. Okay. The question is, how large do I need to make this? I also need to mirror it. Flip horizontal. There we go. Hey, look at that. I need to be. I need to be as large as Neon Cat is here. Actually, should I get rid of Neon Cat? I think I should. Hold on. Or I can just do this. Wow. Wow. There we go. I should do what the other people do and create like a radial blur that somehow that covers chat, but I don't know how to do that. I failed the fate. Look at that. That's so distracting. I saw that on the other thing. I put Nigel behind me. Yeah. Hey, check it out as guest star. Check out the fishing stream guest starring Nigel Thornberry. I'll move the stream Nigel Thornberry. Nigel Thornberry is going to be covering the party thing, I guess. Hold on. Thank you, Nigel Thornberry. Mashing. Actually, what is he? I don't remember what Nigel Thornberry sounds like. Hold on. We're gonna pull up the Nigel Thornberry video. Best of Nigel Thornberry in 3 minutes. Hold on. I'm not gonna put the video up on stream, so you're gonna be listening to the audio as I watch this. What a annoying intro. How long is this intro? It's only 10 seconds. Wow. Is this actually Tim Curry? I don't remember.
Mermaids, then you go.
It is Tim Curry. Holy shit. Wow. Listen to the quality of his voice. I feel like half the fun of the character is just not Nigel, is Tim Curry's performance. Smashing. And then you got Flea. Wait, I forgot who plays the kid in the Wild Thornberries. Yeah, who plays Donnie? Voice actor. Flea. It should have just is Flea. Okay, why is the cast of the Wild Thornberries so star-studded? Astonishing. Oh, that's the movie. You can't show me the movie. Get out of here. I bet this sounds great out of context. The fucking dumb child. Okay, that's enough of that. I can't handle Donnie enough. Donnie is too much for me. Let's switch to the next one. Let's get back to fishing. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Way up through the clouds, away from the maddened crowds. I love how goofy my ear looks through this stupid hat. A dusk gobby. If I remember correctly, you're not allowed to say that anymore. This game is behind on the times. The crimson crayfish. Alright, let's switch to the floating minnow. Can I just not use that? I'm so annoyed. Alright, let's throw this out there. Alright, scream in chat if it's a one exclamation point or two of them. Because I'm not looking. I'm closing my eyes. I'm kidding. Why the fuck would I do that? If I'm like, I'm not gonna be using my eyes to do a thing, and I tell chat to tell me to do something, I'm not gonna be able to see what they're saying. Alright, let's see what we get. The copperfish. The copperfish instead of the goldfish. Wait, how big was that? I didn't get to see. Oh well. I could put that in my aquarium, my tier 1 aquarium at home. I don't think I'm. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have the heart to get into the housing scene. Not as in I need to buy a new house, but I don't know if I have the. I don't know if I have the heart to try to make my own house. Not my own house, my own room. In the apartment. Mooch? Hell yeah, let's mooch out of here. I don't know what I could possibly be mooching on this. Oh no! Fuck! I, I shouldn't be that mad. I can't believe I fucking like. I'm overreacting for stream. I have like a fucking stream going on. I'm overreacting just for the sake of it. But also like that's so annoying. I accidentally press. I was using left click to like move the camera around, and I accidentally press right click, like an idiot, and I accidentally mooched that stupid ass fish. Let me mooch this, brother. I do not care that life could be a dream. Oh my god, the wildlife is beefing. The ruffled dodos are fighting with the wild jackals. Use mooch to catch a bigger fish. Let's go. The liminal space stream where I listen to liminal space music. Just kidding. I cannot think of anything more frustrating than what I just said if I would have heard somebody else say it. I can't believe that. I didn't press the funny button. It says the level 50 unspoiled mineral deposit to the north. Can I fish that? Am I able to fish that, or do I have to... Fuck, I've been overthinking it. The fish gets away because I overthought it. I had to press shift 1. No, it's a mineral. I'm not a mineral guy. I'm a family guy. I love how stupid the dodos look. Big dodo head. The fairy bass. How are we looking on the rest of these? I only need about 4 more. Well, 3 more. I don't know if I'm going to catch the special condition fish. I was going to be upset if I didn't have patience up for that. Let's do another line out there. What does this mean? Oh, that's gross as hell. Is it Louis Armstrong? No, it's Harry James. Oh, let's do Buonasera. Buonasera, signorina. Buonasera. Time to say goodnight to Napoli. It's hard for us to whisper Buonasera with that old moon above the Mediterranean Sea. The acorn snail. Whoops, I didn't mean to press that. I had to quickly go return to the shop so I can start selling all this excess fish that I have. I haven't been releasing them. I've been keeping them like an idiot. Buonasera, signorina. Kiss me goodnight. Time to say goodnight to Napoli. With that old moon above the... I gotta keep that dodo egg. Everyone knows you gotta keep the dodo egg at least. I just saw the Pieri bacteria. I have no use for these. Get rid of them. Oh yeah, I forgot that person gave me fucking carrots. The Doman tea. The New World McCrane. What do I do with these? What do I do with this too? I don't know what I want to use. Wow. Crafter's Grace. Oh, I see. It makes you better at doing everything. Makes you better at crafting, but unfortunately I'm not that much of a crafter. The stranger there among them had a big urn on his hip. I don't want to listen to this. Oh my god, I'm tired of listening to any song from the 1940s and YouTube thinks, or YouTube or Spotify immediately thinks that all I want to do, all I want to listen to is Fallout music. I'm tired of hearing the same 5 Fallout songs. Chordettes, I love the chordettes though. That I've ever seen. Empty lips like representing clover. Sandman, I'm so alone. There's nobody to call my own. Cutest that I've ever seen. Tell 'em that lonesome nights are over, Sandman. And nobody to call my own. Actually, you know what would go hard for fishing music? I forgot all about this. Hold on. Oh fuck, I thought I had to do the thing. Yes. Hold on, we'll put on this new. Soon may the weatherman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day the time has come, leave and go. Soon may the weatherman come, bring us sugar and tea and rum. Brother. Oh, I'm gonna keep the large fish because I'm pretty sure I can mooch with them. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. You'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. Day will come, we'll take our leave and go. The mode carp. The wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day the time is gonna take a leave and go. Bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day the tonguing is done, we'll take a leave and go. Farewell and adieu, the ladies of Spain, for we've received orders to sail for old England. We'll see you again. Runton will roar like true British sailors. We'll Runton will roar. Low on the way streets town leads the town of old England. I always fuck that up because there's so many different variants of that specific line. Imagine how much cooler the team would be if you could be a pirate. Just kidding. Will Runton will roar along the salt seas. It's 35 leagues. Damn, I was being dumb for no reason. Runton will roar like true British sailors. Will Runton will roar along the salt seas. Till we strike soundings in the channel of old England. City is 35 leagues. I'll give this 2 more casts. If I can't get anything new, we'll just leave and go to a new place. Will Runton will roar along the salt seas. Fuck, fuck. Why do I have the horse building song? Better yet, why do I have this? Why do I have to keep your rifle by your side from Far Cry 5 in the same playlist where I was just listening to a couple sea shanties? Why do I have anything goes as well? What are these? What do these have to do with fucking the sea shanties I was just listening to? Hold on. Fuck. Wait, Joe. I don't think this is a fishing spot as much as I would have loved to have it be one. All the way, Joe. They should have created a. I don't know why, but one of the few things that I do like to talk about is Guns of Icarus. But I think Guns of Icarus would have went hard if they would have made a version where you just explored around in the skies. Because Sea of Thieves and all that is doing great, and their games aren't entirely around PvP, even though it's a portion of it. But thinking on it, it's like, wow, imagine how good, imagine how good of a series Guns of Icarus would be if they allowed you to just be dudes on a ship, on a airship, instead of constantly doing PvP. I think that's a big thing that kills those games is the reliance on needing to do PvP and stuff. Put that thing away. Wall away, Joe. I think this over here counts as Morby Bay. If I go over here. No, this should barely count as Cedar Bay. Or Cedarwood. Oh, that didn't help. Is this a new spot? No, it isn't. It's still Morby Bay. Damn, I was really hoping for it. I don't know this one. This is a new one to me. Whoops, I forgot to change my bait. That's on me. Hey, Santiana. I just fell asleep and I'm dying from it. Damn, not really much of a new place. That's not very star of the art now, is it? Is there any? No, I found everything here. No, wait, this one's undiscovered. Where could this be? It can't be over here because we just came from over there. Mexico. I don't know why I thought I would find water in here. I just automatically expect that Final Fantasy XIV is just gonna have very annoying spots to put stuff in. But that may be due to PTSD from playing other games that are like this. PTSDs. It can't be over here. No, no fucking way is it over here, actually. No, it can't be. No, this isn't the spot. This isn't the function. Wait, I think I might know where it is. It might be on this side. Check it out. Over there is Limza. Limza Laminza. You guys are what? No, this counts as Morby Bay. So where the hell's this last one? It's somewhere, but I have no idea where. GameSense is telling me it would be right here, but it isn't. So what the hell do I do? There's a little pond or something I missed over here again. Wait, what if it's right here? It can't be. Because it would be the Morby dry docks. Yeah, this is not a new spot. Now YouTube thinks that all I want to listen to is it's only Irish music. What's this? If I had no guns, shed no tears, and then I huddle back, unless the bear is private tears. I was in Sherburne now. Oh, still seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax here. Bear is private tears. I don't think I'm actually ever gonna find this. We fire no guns, shed no tears. Broken man, and alas, the bear, it's private tears. I forget. I wish I knew what they actually said. Oh my god, there it is right there. We fire no guns. Shed no tears. Broken. Wait, no, this isn't it. Wait, this is it. No, it isn't. What the fuck is this? And no tears. I'm broken man on Halifax beer. The last to bear its private tears. What if it's in here? Halifax beer. The last to bear its private tears. I may just need to Google Chrome this. Hold on. I'm gonna do that real quick. Wait, what? Really? So I was right that one time when I was bullshitting around. Apparently there's a fishing spot over here. Over here, this is where it is. But I don't know where the water is. Unless it's something incredibly, unless it's somewhere incredibly obvious, and I will feel dumb for missing it. Is it in here? No. This is a shit post. This isn't real. There's no way this. There's no way the last spot is in here. Oh my fucking god. It's a shit post in some way. Somewhere somebody is shitting while they're posting. And it's right here. Way head up she rises, way head up she rises. With a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, early in the morning. I'm debating whether or not I should eat. I ate a lot today. I don't know why I'm hungry. I really hope I'm just not bored and my body is like, hey, eat something to entertain yourself. Brother. Can I mooch with this? Nah, it doesn't look it. Way head up she rises, way head up she rises. The acorn snail. Let's get another one out there. Wow. The acorn snail again. I'm so fucking tired of seeing the acorn snail, dude. Look at all my buffs. You don't get that many buffs doing raids and stuff. What's that noise? Oh, it's the cave bat flapping around. Brother, I'm so tired of seeing the fucking acorn snail now. Is that the only thing I'm getting from using the floating minnow? Although it might just be a genuine problem with the floating minnow. Checking out how cool my fishing rod is. Look at that. I lose my crow fly. That's fine. I have 30 million of them apparently. Think, think. Brother, okay, you know what? I've been meaning to do this for a while because I was like, all right, the bits run this course. The bit is no longer funny, and that was 40 minutes ago. But then I actually got attached to fishing. Radiant fever has done and got me down. I'll go continue the story. Uranium fever has done and got me down. Alright, get out of here. We're done. We're playing the video game now. This is all we care about. I'm probably gonna play the actual story for maybe a half hour or an hour at most. This is a voice cutscene if I've ever seen one.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary.
Fund.
"'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you."
I gotta turn the music up. I'd rather turn the music back up after we're done with that stuff.
My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my
Ranjit.
dismay, the general condemned
I like how
the slaying
fluffy
of
the
Light
bunny's
Lord
hair is.
and warned me in no uncertain terms
She has a name, but I don't
should the
remember what it
Crystarium
is.
cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide.
Sewer slide.
And yet my heart
Some
cries
people
out
will
to
call it
fight.
endgame.
Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrant deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should
I'll be
war
honest, I
break
didn't
out,
expect that voice.
trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for?
Damn, these guys are playing Minecraft Create.
We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
I wasn't that far off on guessing what his
Rousing words
voice
apart,
was.
I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Yeah, that's right, that's Tim Curry. That's the whole reason why we have Nigel Thornberry on the side of the screen.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmore's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
We should go in there, guns blazing, kill everyone, shoot him straight in between the eyes, and just take the
There you
little
have it.
lady.
If Yulmore wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
Brother, that's the entire character story of my class right
We will
now.
not be outdone.
Get out of
Consider
here,
us all
bot.
partners in crime.
Death to you.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure.
Okay, sounds pretty cool.
At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air.
You're
Not
gassing
always
the
to come to
enemy.
its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
I can't believe they're planning to gank them by coming out of the jungle and hitting them with CCs.
Very good. See to your preparations.
And then start picking off the people as they're CC'd. I love how loud Cassard is. Lard.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
I don't know what that means.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting her to still be there. God, this game does not hit it quite right when there's no music. Sorry, that was my bad. The brain rot. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna take a second to get a snack. It's because I'm hungry. I'm hungry as fuck. I'm sorry about that, gamers. I am back. God, Lena, you couldn't be... you couldn't be a character that couldn't be any less impressive. Sorry, what was I saying? I'm incredibly disappointed that she's a dancer. I know there needs to be a character that needs to be a dancer in the story. Because this is the expansion that adds them. But it's so weird that she's a part of the main crew. She has this. She has the little dumb dancer weapons. So you will be joining the guard. However highly the Exarch thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? What is your salute, soldier? Slash me salutes. Better. More spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempt, certainly. Why did he react like... Dude, he can't hurt his feelings like that. Now, first things first, you'll need uniforms. Go to the crystalline mina and report to Catalyst. She will see you measured and fitted. Bro, you're just gonna take that? Many have a place in the heart for Minfilia. One must ensure this mission succeeds for all their sakes. Damn, he's gonna let her get away with that. Brother, how do you recover from a roasting like that? Ye gods, my roast is ruined. I don't remember what her voice is. Ah, it is the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it that you look your dashing best for your first outing. You're out of uniform, soldier. Where is your power armor? Down are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's already fit. Well, we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with just a few minor adjustments. Very well then. See to it. And have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I choking? Oh, the battle map. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaro to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to take the Oracle. Their safe liberation is their sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be a part of said unit. Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying to Fort Job and the other from the Ostal Imperative. You and Alpinor will join the farmer. Clementine, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. Cool. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesamile at Spagirix. We'll be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you will make use of an Amaro from the Rookery. After you collect the serum, of course. Salute. Salute. Hey, boppity boopy. Skibbity boop pop pop. I have no idea where the fuck that is. Sorry, I don't know why that's my I don't know why my immediate response is to say violence. I'm violent. I'm sick in the head. Oh, I forgot to change the name of the stream title. Whoops. What the hell's Lakshmi? Jezamil, what's up? You gotta give me anti-drug powder so that I can be resistant. Yes, sweetie. Is this something you need? Oh, one of the guards for your dram, are you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world, while your enemies are off in dreamland. Oh, if this is your first time, I should warn you. It's bitter as sin. Prince's kiss, they call it. But he asked me it should be Kroon's kiss. Just aside, the stuff really is foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow. But if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to dreamland yourself. So I must ask you, drink it here and now while I watch. Come on. Give the old Kroon a kiss. Cool. Watch this. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Boy, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. You needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. But just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Yeah, you're right, they don't tend to, but I think I'm something different. Did I come through here? I forgot. The Baldaquin. Theum Jinmei. My. Why? So what do you require of me? I'm borrowed to take you to the Imperative, eh? Those muzzles don't like to oblige. All our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you'll have to go by foot. But wait, that might be another way, assuming you're willing to lend a hand. Okay. Oh, I gotta use my deep gold to add coffer. Wow. Oh hey, I was looking at buying that. What do you know? Now I don't need to. Not that it matters, I like the fit that I currently have. Logistics of war. I was about to deliver tomorrow to Resniska's round. One of the locations whence the beast will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you'll make the delivery in my stead. Very well, I shall ready the Amaro for departure at once. But it just rounds to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly, it's up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she'll give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amaro, worry not. The beasts are trying to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. Alright. Whee! Look at that big ass tower. I'm sure that's gonna matter some way. You can go to that tower. You can also probably go to that castle. Oh, look at that. Round a century? That's kind of mean. Big was shown to mount the Amaro, then ride it to the century. I have to ride it here? What? You motherfuckers, you knew what you were doing. You fucking knew what you're doing. Motherfucker, dude. They knew it. They knew that would trick people. Fuck. I can't believe that. And that's me being stupid. I can't believe it. I can't believe how hard I just got owned. I have to go over there on this goofy ass fucking this mechanism. Hey, buddy, you'll never guess what happened. Whoa, check it out, it's the Crystal Tower. Can I do tricks on this? Can I do tricks? Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. I'm moving the needle. Oh, you're delivering that tomorrow to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. You already have all the beasts we require here. So instead, this one goes to the Imperative to the west. Please see to it that the handler on duty, Zeli Van Thu. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll see you right. Blah blah blah. I'm not falling for it this time.
The last time around. Thanks, my friends. You may lead the beast with me.
Cool. Before I do that, I'm gonna go talk to this person over here. Yo, Shadeen, what's up?
I'll thank you not to touch the Amaro feed. The smell attracts all kinds of nasty critters hoping for a quick snack.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience. Where are the Aether Current go? Oh, it's over here. That's the state of the art now, isn't it? Isn't this it? Aren't I in Lakeland? Yeah, I got all the stuff from walking around, I believe. Yo, Zilly Van Thu, what's up?
Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently?
Yeah, what about it?
So that is the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Austal Imperative, one of our gay strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way.
Cool. Now, is that the captain, or is that a captain? This is Lena, that is the captain. Yo, Lena, my dog! Hey, what's up? So things of rather the Amaro delivering you deliver the Amaro. I'll not thank you. Instruct all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. Ooh. The Crystarium armor. Our readiness for the operation. The Amaro will be treated with the same serum as us. As you well know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we've sprinkled it on their fire. Other remains is defeated to them. Task I'm sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fire from the Amaro launch and see to follow the beasts. Dismissed. Why is there so many blue quests here? Oh, I bet these are all the quests for going around and doing shit. getting aether currents and stuff. Here it is, the treated fodder. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have expected these things to be leaf eaters. Like, look at that beak. I thought they'd be ripping meat apart and shit. Here you go. Quack, quack, quack. Yamaro happily devours the fodder. If I have to go up high, it looks like I have to. Sorry about that burp. The indolent Amaro. What? I can't do the voice. I can't do the thing. Oi. Yeah, the Amaro absolutely munches on the fodder. Yo, it's Dow Twist. The anxious Amaro. Hey there, buddy. What's he so anxious about? What you so anxious about? That's what I meant to try to say. Quit. Amaro was worried at first, but Appetite eventually wins out and accepts the fodder. Equable. Amaro reels at the smell, but accepts the fodder nonetheless. Damn, he's a smart guy. Look how large that crystal tower is. Hold on, I better go get the... I better tune myself over here before I forget. Damn, is that an axolotl that that person's riding on? That's crazy. Sorry about that, I'm chewing on gum. I don't know if that got picked up by the mic. Lena, what's up? Yep. The Amaro are fed. Good. The rest have already been dosed. So we need not to fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of the preparation. The time is nigh. Make ready. Await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Alright. I'm gonna say some nerd shit real quick. In Lord of the Rings, one of the blessings that humanity was given, that man was given, was mortality. The fact that they can die. Humanity would eventually get cursed at some point by whatever reason, like the main demon of... what do you call it? The main demon of... I forgot the Lord of the Rings world is called. Well, the main demon within the Lord of the Rings mythology cursed man by having them be afraid of death. Because death is only just a rejoining of humanity to essentially paradise forevermore. And whatever curse it was that was put on man made him fear death, blah blah blah. And that's why King Theoden's speech in, I think it was the Two Towers, I forget the Twin Towers. No kidding. And Return of the King. It was Return of the King, I think. In that one, that's why his speech was especially more impactful. Because the Uruk-hai, the orcs, all of everything that's plagued with darkness is given and is completely driven by the fear of death. So the fact that the army of man, the fucking people riding with King Theoden, the riders of the Rohirrim, them screaming death before they go and beat to battle is that far more impactful because they aren't afraid of death. That's the thing. They aren't afraid of death. They welcome the chance to be able to meet their creator as a whole. And that is why the speech for the writers that are here is really, really good. The only thing that I wish, like a detail from the book, was that the horn was blown so hard that it exploded in the middle of their charge. I wish that detail from the book would have made it into the movie, but it's really good. Okay, let's continue. Whoops. Wait, what? Quest sync? I don't know what that means. Wait, where the fuck do I go? Okay, where's the person? Do I gotta climb the bell tower? Where the fuck do I go? Oh, I gotta climb all the way up there from the side. I see. I thought it'd be one of those things where I would talk to that guy and be like, hey, do you want to go and do this thing? And then I'll go get teleported all the way to the top of the floor. That's what I was expecting. I didn't realize I would actually need to climb all the way up here. Yo, Psyquesh, what's up? Oh shit, look at that. It's a Yilmoran airship over there. It's crazy. Is this it? Yo, Crystarium Scout, what's up? That was weak, hold on. There we go, that's better. The operation is about to commence. Stand ready. I found my ship being glamored. I love their uniform so much. It's so good. Yo, they got little tiny, like, goofy ass horns and shit.
Keep moving.
Her poor little eyes.
What now?
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
It probably would have been better to do this operation at night as well. But I understand time is of the essence. Damn, get cold, idiots. The herd has been thinned. Wait, why is Nigel Thornberry still here? Hold on. Sorry, I didn't realize that Nigel Thornberry was here the whole time. Get out of here. Yeah, we seem to be ready for combat. Damn, you guys got rid of my ears. That's not fair. She gets to keep her ears.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
Oh well, I suppose I'm trying to keep a low profile as much as I can. Wait, there's a slit there for the fucking elves. The elves can get their ears through that. We call them a mine. I'm sorry, I'm being an idiot. Well, you're over here talking shit the whole time about me not being useful or whatever, so we'll go and try to change your expectations of me. Duty commenced. The first contingent is already entered. Let us follow. Oh, look at that. Alright, where's the other ones? The matter will occupy the enemy while we rescue the Oracle. Yeah, I'm already ready. You don't need to tell me twice. Come. We keep close to the wall. What are you? Oh, over there. Elvinod, where's your dumbass sister? There she is. God, that's funny. Greetings, Yilmoran soldiers. You're as good as dead. Damn, they don't want to aggro to me. Rat time. Leave them to the guard. Yalmor may boast the world's largest army. But woman for woman, we are no less mighty. To be fair, we also did conduct, you know, chemical warfare on them. We're the good guys because we fucking hit the enemy with sleeping gas so that we have a better advantage over them. I'm just kidding. It's unfair.
Let's give them a show.
There's the rest of them. There's still more standing that I would have liked. We must press on regardless. The longer we take, the harder our task will become. Probably I'm the only one here who's really taking it too hard about how fast we need to move here. These guys don't want to aggro to me. I've been trying to aggro them this whole time. Seem to be getting anywhere. Well done, Nina. Go on ahead. We'll hold them here. Understood. With me, Clementine. Alright. Hey, ready to see some wild shit? Check this out. Bronkin Fire 3.
The way is relatively clear. Good.
I didn't mean to roll my R that bad. Also, it's not relatively clear, it just is clear. I won't make fun of you too much on that because it's the way I talk. Damn, those warriors of darkness are running away. Oh, they're killing Lena. Wait, I pulled aggro there.
She is.
You think she's falling asleep?
Quickly, free her.
Oh wow, they got really close.
Thank you. Are you from the Quisterium? Correct. We have come here to rescue you. Weapons. Made to the same specifications as tankards. I forgot what it was. Be ready to use them. Understood. Please lead the way. The darkness of night falls around my soul, and the hunter within loses control. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. I'm just kidding. Let's rejoin the others and quit this place. All this trouble because of me. So sorry.
Maybe our apologies until after we've escaped. It's more than just, quote unquote, just you.
It's quiet. Too quiet. And that Ranjit, this will not end well.
Cool. I hope it's a good fight. He's got a snake. I'm be very surprised if this is just how it is. If this is just the duty.
Brazen thieves. What is it? You will regret coming here. Turn to do more.
We have done no damage. You sure we're chunking your health pretty bad right now? Oh, hey, Mantilia. You kind of fell over.
You're alright. Not fine. I just can't move.
Is Tyra up again? No, she just fell over. It wasn't a lie. We just beyond the reckoning. We are blah blah blah. Cannot maintain this onslaught forever. Be prepared to run.
You'll do no such thing.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, it's just you and me.
You made us darn stuff from the rest. That's funny. Oh, would you look at that? Mechanics. Wait, where'd you go?
Commands, do my bidding.
You say that again. Anything but regular. As I say about that one TV show. Whoops, that was a mistake. Oh, it should hit me really hard. Nah, you didn't. Have your measure now. The game is up. Are you sure? Know your folly. I'm still half health. Brother, no. That is so genuinely annoying.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks.
You should have worn your helmet.
By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yulmore.
If I had to take a gander or wild guess, I would say that Thanker is about to show up and save the day. Helmets aren't for heroes though, obviously. Why the fuck am I wearing one?
Thancred?
Oh, yeah, look at that. Thanker is here to save the day.
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us. And what if I am?
Is he? I was gonna say, is he blocking that with his hand?
Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
That's new. That's completely new. We can teleport now? I mean, I've always known we can through gameplay. I didn't know we could be able to do it in the story.
Break!
Hey, you're here.
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
No.
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. you would do well to tread warily. For your quarry goes to a place where even Yulnor dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the fairy kingdom.
What does that mean? I don't know what fairies are. Are they talking about the little pixie things that I saw earlier?
That mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds.
Who's this? Isn't this? Yeah, it is.
Pointless if conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry. But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First?
How are you here?
As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbet.
Verbet.
A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven.
This feels like a. This sounds mean, but this feels like a Gary's mod map.
Amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Here we are at Ilmeg.
We should be safe enough here.
Gunplay's pretty cool.
It's good to see you again.
I like that it folds and unfolds.
I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Damn, that's crazy.
Why, it only feels like one to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters.
Nice.
As we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
So you went through a lot in the past 5 years.
Orianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Orianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here.
Nobody likes coming over here to visit the ferry.
Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Orianger.
It's the second that we gotta kill the Light Warden here.
And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
There's my eyes, whatever that thing is that we're looking at. It might just be the sky.
So, Minfilia. What made
Don't
you
scare
leave
her.
Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You're scaring her. Stop talking to her.
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I think you're laying it on thick.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
I have no idea what the fuck that is. Oh, it's the Land of the Fairies, that's right.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let us have some fun, lots and lots.
I understand the Land of the Fairies was going to be nefarious in some way, but I was kind of hoping that things would stay a little simple for just a bit longer.
We've been there so many times, but I can't.
Fairies are already working their magics.
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Hello, Thancred. Ilmeg. Don't remember what his accent was. Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play trick on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And we are now, I'm sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. Cool. Also, they let me wear my usual fit. Hold on, I'm gonna cheat. They don't realize that I have a map. I have no idea where the fuck this is. This looks like one of the Lenosha areas. Hold on, I can take a look. Here I am cheating again. Yeah, it looks like Lower Lenosha. I was just there. That's the only reason why I know. Is it? Could not be. Powerful illusions versus the map. Yeah. To me, it looks like Lower Lenosha, but I could be wrong. It could be. My initial thought was that it was going to be the. It might be this area, the South Shroud. I don't think it's Thanalan. It's definitely not Thanalan. Doesn't look it. It could be a Coerthus area, but I don't think it is. No, it can't be. It's definitely not Bordona. I'm just looking at these things. I'm just being annoying. Look at that, it's Girabania. Damn, we went through a lot. Kingashi. Othard. Wow. Alright, back to Novrant. Where are we again? We're in Ilmeg. It could be that my map is also wrong too. As it stands, we cannot hope to find a way to Yarangier. For that we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. Sounds simple enough. From what I can make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find the village. Lira Lran. Come. I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their mists. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds in our mission. You may consider her an ally. Okay. Well, look at that. She's also, since when did she? I forgot when the fuck they started using a gunblade. Because now Minfilia is using the knives that Thancred used to use. That's gotta be a new thing in this expansion. I don't remember him using a gunblade before. I have a sneaking suspicion. Hold on, let me touch the summoning stone so I can collect it. That's a very euphoric looking chocobo. Oh, sorry, that Amaro. Okay. Wow, this place seems wonderfully, horribly girly pop. To let me know that we're gonna be fucking around with pixies and stuff. Pixies and fairies. Minfilia, how's it going? There's a plant that which might help us. If only I can remember what it looked like. Yeah, it's kind of a. What was that? I thought that was like a schizophrenia update. Well, here we are. The pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, the games have already begun. In which case, Clementine, there's a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinctive frilled tip. Looking grass is its name. So called because it can be used to spy pixies. Believe it or not, I'll explain how I know all this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls you, under no circumstances should you respond. You'll only subject yourself to further mischief. Cool. The scrub? I see something over there. You search the scrub, but find nothing resembling looking glass. Suddenly a voice rings out. Hehehe. Greetings, mortal. What is your name? I'm never gonna give a fucking, like... I'm never gonna give a magical creature my name no matter what. You don't have a name. How very, very sad. I could have had so much fun with it. It's like I've fucked with demons enough to know that I'm not gonna give you guys my name, my true name. Finds nothing resembling a looking grass. What is it you seek, child? Perhaps I can help you find it. So rude, child, and too clever by half. I shall seek my funds elsewhere. New phase strategy, work at a registration desk. I think that's a thing in World of Darkness. There's a grubby. Piero finds to be a looking glass. Suddenly a voice rings out. Ooh, a visitor. Where are you from, Pigtail? Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. What brings you here? I almost clicked on the wrong option. Ah, stone deaf, how boring. Still, picking plants out of the village is good as indulging in our hospitality. Who are you here to turn you away? Stay a while. Ugh. Fate magic is taking hold. Your will is not entirely your own. Hey, Tancred. I said you have some trouble. I see that you had some trouble. Can I assume your presence that you managed to find us some looking glass? Probably been a while since I played World of Darkness or read the books for it. Same. I don't know anything about. I haven't read Changeling the Lost. The last source book I've read was Demon the Fallen, I believe. Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixies' veil of invisibility. And seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Orangier's little trick to good use. As far as I'm concerned, Demon the Fallen is the best lore source book out of the World of Darkness books. I think all of them, out of all of them, Demon the Fallen is my favorite. Mostly for the stories and lore. I don't know about the gameplay itself. Wow, that didn't take much. I feel like you convinced. I feel like the looking glass was not enough.
How did this mortal know our trick?
The only World of Darkness I've done is Hunter the Vigil. Hunter the Vigil is so good. I love Hunter the Vigil.
These two have been here before.
I've only played it as a DM or as a storyteller, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
I am supernatural. Haha, I have a gun.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one.
For me, it's the fun of
Time for a place in El Meg.
dealing with the supernatural and being like, hey, I have a fucking napalm launcher that I made in my own backyard that I'm gonna use to deal with you. I bought a napalm launcher which I wanted as a weed killer, but now I gotta use it to hunt vampires.
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
My favorite thing about Hunter the Vigil is that depending on how you do things, you can straight up just actually have the funny Van Helsing who's going around shooting people with crossbows where the arrows are made of crosses and stuff. Or you can just be armor with a shotgun. You can straight up actually just be the Helsing anime, where you have bullets made from silver crosses used in chapels.
On one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand, or two, or three.
Give us a specific number and then we'll help you.
All of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger. Pixie's on her.
You say Pixie's honor like as if that means anything.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Ilmeg. The Fairy Kingdom. A police sergeant is back. Check out his horse. Sorry, the way these characters talked reminded me of that scene from Hot Fuzz. I wonder if they will genuinely stop me from walking out into the darkness. Last WoD character I played was a Russian spec ops who ended up forming a private army after refusing to believe the Cold War ended. He went MIA in 1991. That's awesome. I have an idea for a World of Darkness character that I would play. Like, they don't need to be a hunter, or they don't even need to be a vampire. But I saw the movie Scarface, and I thought the idea of being like a little Cuban gang leader was interesting enough that I would love to have run that as a gimmick for a character. Where the entire thing is that I just use... I'm not even like a good shooter or anything. I just have like a high charisma and a lot of influence and a couple of retainers, and I just run basically a small Cuban gang, or like whatever gang. And that is my superpower, is that I just have gangsters working for me, and I just use the crime influence that I have. And the thing about it is that there's a lot of World of Darkness stuff to help assist with running that. One of the Hunter the Vigil compact books I read, I believe it's compacts for Hunter the Vigil, was straight up like the Neighborhood Watch Association, where it's just a bunch of gangbangers who know that vampires are real and band together to hunt them. Like, there's just genuine gangbangers to go and hunt stuff. And then you have Redditors who take photos of the supernatural, and they all go on the website and they all go on the deep web and share their findings. What's the other ones that I remember that is really funny to me? There's also ones where it's like, I think this one's in the actual Hunter the Vigil core book, and it's like the Luciferians or whatever. Like the 100 people who believe that they're sons and daughters of Lucifer. There's also the there's also like the two super CIA groups who are all just hunters with different levels of delusion, but they also have access to the CIA assets and stuff. Task Force Valkyrie. Yeah. No, I spent a lot of time reading the books, so I remember a lot of them. I remember the concept of a lot of them. There's also, oh wait, there's the one that had the founding in Scotland. I forgot what they're called. But basically they were fucking around with this weird like druidic circle in Scotland. Then they all banded together, killed a werewolf, and they decided, hey, we need to fuck each other on this old rock altar using the werewolf's blood and feather and stuff. And that's gonna be our entire deal from now on, is that we're just gonna be a bunch of, what do you call them? We're gonna be a bunch of lecherous people who use the supernatural as a way to manifest and, what do you call it, direct our degeneracy. That was their whole gimmick. I don't remember any other one, but I really can't. I've heard of that one before, but I can believe it. That is their lore. I remember reading up a lot about them because in my chronicle, they had influence on the specific area that my characters are going to be in. By my choice, there's no actual World of Darkness lore saying that they were going to be there, but for me and my players, I was going to be like, they have influence over here, and I wouldn't tell them anything about it beyond the fact that they existed. Wait, was there an FBI department that essentially was, stop right there, Supernatural, you're under arrest? Yeah, there was. I don't remember what they're called, though. There's two of them. There is one that's basically a secret service, where their entire thing was that they're like, hang on, Abraham Lincoln just died, and we need to find a way to make this believable, otherwise people are going to freak out. Because we can't just say that vampires or werewolves exist, and that's what killed Abraham Lincoln. We need to cover this up. That was Valkyrie. Yeah, there's also another one, which is basically the same thing. Or not the same thing, but basically like that, but more Black Ops. Or not Black Ops. I suppose Black Ops is the right word. Okay. And then I also appreciate that there's another one where it's basically just a bunch of like a bunch of American fuzz with shotguns and hunting rifles who are all like, all right, we gotta defend America. We gotta kill all supernaturals. And then there's the other one, which is basically just run by the church, I believe, or like some weird Christian sect. That's a fun little river. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting the game to have stopped me at some point. I didn't realize I'm so used to the game having actual mechanics stopping me from doing all the stuff that I'm currently doing. It looks like the only real mechanics they used to stop me from doing anything over here was by hiding the NPCs I'm pretty sure I would have seen in that little village over there. The thing that I appreciate about Hunter the Parenting was that Hunter the Parenting showed up and made people realize just how goofy the World of Darkness is and how there's different Hunter organizations that go and do their thing. I think the one they follow might be closer to Hunter the Reckoning 5th edition. It isn't because I know... it isn't entirely because I know for a fact that they reference a lot of 1st edition lore. Like, so much 1st edition. As well as a bunch of apocalyptic scenarios from the other games. Through Horse. Is there any cool inns here? Can I sit down? I'm sure that means something. Hey, Minfield, what are you doing here? This is offer you to take you somewhere. Take them upon your first peril. That's the very first thing that Orangier has taught me. I wish I could read. Trying to think of what the fuck I was doing that I would say was pretty relevant. I think I had Mothman in my game. One of my PCs had killed Mothman. A Mothman. I had an idea for what I was going to be doing with the Mothman storyline. I was going to tie into another... It was going to tie into like a bigger conspiracy that I had in mind. I wish I could continue that storyline again. I would need to take a look at my notes and figure out where we were in the story, and I need to have to talk to the Buzz and be like, hey, do you guys think we'll be able to continue this again? If not, I may have to adjust the story to make sense of what the hell we had going on. But that's after I do Cyberpunk. I promised my friends we would play Cyberpunk, and we went through a couple of games. It's just that we need to do an actual session where we all play together at once. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think the second thing I would want to really do in World of Darkness is I would love to play as a mafioso. I want to do how Mafia works. I want to do the Mafia. For some reason, my wants to play in World of Darkness is specifically just characters who are driven entirely by like macro social games rather than the funny micro social games of what people usually do when they play World of Darkness, which is convincing the waiter that you're not a bedwetter and trying your best to hold your composure as you try to convince the stranger in the middle of a public setting that you don't wet the bed. And if you don't do that, you're gonna blow your cover and reveal yourself to the entire vampire blood hunting party that's all there specifically just to kill you because they know that you're a bedwetter. So the fun thing with my last WoD campaign is that another character was the US Doomsday Prepper that went underground in the 60s. My character did not trust him, he did not trust me, but the Doomsday Bunker was under siege and I had a gun. That's funny. I have a friend who, or sorry, one of my players was basically just an old kook who decided to become a hermit in between the late 60s, early 70s. And he basically just spent his entire life as a hermit who barely has any social, oh right, who basically doesn't have a social life. The only friends he has is his dealer who gives him cocaine and stuff. Or sorry, no, who gives him heroin and stuff, and his buddy who went to Vietnam in the late 60s. Who's a Vietnam vet. Those are his only two friends. Those are PCs that I also have to take control of. And right now, his current party is an Italian New York con man and a goth girl veteran. And this story takes place in 2005. Because I thought it'd make for a good setting. Is 2005 Louisiana. I think the most 2005 ever had was having the goth girls' little brothers have an argument on who is the most powerful lightsaber user in Star Wars, because this would have been a couple of years after the whole thing with General Grievous came out. Episode 3 of Star Wars. And what else? Oh yeah, I fucking remember this one. Back when Walmart used to have a demo of the Xbox or whatever in the gaming aisle, where you just go up and you would just play Xbox games. The Nokia, that's also another one. And also just general, like a bunch of video game references about 2005. One of my characters I made roll to be very good at playing World of Warcraft. And also Counter-Strike, I believe. The next fun thing is my character got enough XP that my GM let me buy a disarmed Hindi helicopter and an oil rig in the middle of the Caribbean. Metal Gear. Kept you waiting, huh? Sorry. I'm already a demon. It's not my kind of place anyways. I'm trying to remember my other favorite lines from that game. I think I have that game installed. Let me double check. I'm not gonna play it right now, but I always like thinking about it. Yeah, I do have it installed. The reason why I care about having it installed is because I also have the subsistence mod. Tell me what you do. You used to. What else does he say? I don't remember. He doesn't say a lot. Morale has fallen. She fell in love with the legend. I was that way too. I don't know why he talks like that. Why does he talk like that? He's supposed to be Russian. Wait, he never talked with a Russian accent to begin with at all. What the fuck? But Snake is famously almost entirely mute compared to literally every other Metal Gear character. Yeah. Was one of the problems that on launch you had unavoidable Ocelot cutscenes where you just spent an hour just straight yapping at you before you go and play a mission for 5 minutes, and then you have to sit in another 20-minute cutscene.
Funny enough, it wasn't called Vamp because of his taste for blood. It was called Vamp because he was bisexual. Deep Throat.
I just beat that boss in MGS2. I randomly hear a bunch of that shit in passing. I've been meaning to play Metal Gear Solid. I've played the first for a bit, and then I played 5. I played V. That's my favorite like tidbit. Is like he's not called Vamp because of the fact that he fucking drinks people's bloods, because he's a bisexual, and I have no idea what the correlation is. I have no idea why the fuck he's called Vamp. I've listened to that code I call. I still have no fucking clue.
Infinite ammo.
It's so weird to me to see how randomly weirdly star-studded the cast of Metal Gear Solid games can be. Metal Gear Solid 3 has the voice of Ariel from The Little Mermaid. It also has Pearl from SpongeBob. It's so genuinely funny when I realized, wait a second, that's Pearl from SpongeBob when I heard the boss. And every single time I hear the boss talk, I can't help but to think about the goofy-ass whale from SpongeBob. I don't really pay attention to voice actors, so I wouldn't have known. To be fair, it only recently came out with Metal Gear Solid Delta that the voice actor behind Eva was Ariel from The Little Mermaid. That was a very tightly kept secret for the past 20 years.
Metal Gear. After World War II, the world was split into two, East versus West.
I don't remember what else I know from anything in Metal Gear Solid. I know a bunch of random voice lines, and also know a lot about Metal Gear Solid V. Well, not a lot, because there is a very deep iceberg of knowledge about Metal Gear Solid V specifically. Because people play the shit out of that game even to this day. I'm genuinely trying to think of any other line from Venom and the Phantom Pain, as well as Ground Zeroes. I can only think of fucking Kaz. They played us like a damn fiddle.
But why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I feel my arm. The people we've lost. Kazuhara Burgers. I don't know. Alright. Well, as you notice, I kind of just been kind of fucking walking around, kind of just shooting the shit a bit. I've already planned on not finishing the game, but I planned on cutting the stream here. How long have I been playing? Almost 3 hours, and an hour of that was just me fishing. Breaking news, we have Tim Curry here. I don't know why I still have the breaking news thing. I don't know why I ever
got it to begin with. Oh, wait, I remember why. It's because I was watching a YouTube video and I thought it was really funny to add the breaking news thing. I don't know why I still have it. Where is it? Where do I find it? That's Tim Curry. We don't want to get rid of him. Oh, there you go. I missed it. It was at the very tippy top. Anyways, I gotta go sleep because it's very late, and I'm gonna try to do something in the morning. Depending on how it goes, I may stream immediately after I wake up. Ciao for now.